Good afternoon. This is the Thurston County Board of County Commissioners for Tuesday, May 8, 2018. I'm Commissioner Bud Blake, Chair of the Board this year. I'd like to start off by doing introductions. To my right is Commissioner John Hutchins. To his right is Labadina Bomar, Clerk of the Board. To her right is County Manager Romero Chavez. And to his right is Elizabeth Petridge, Deputy Prosecuting Attorney. And Commissioner Edwards has an excused absence. With that in mind, I'll ask Commissioner Hutchins to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please stand. And in turn, I would like to have our County Parks Manager, Carrie Hibden, lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Fantastic, and thank you very much for that. With that in mind, I'll ask if there's a motion to approve today's agenda.
Mr. Chair, I move to approve Tuesday, May 8, 2018 agenda.
Second, it's been moved and seconded as stated. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, and that motion carries. Is there a motion for the board meeting minutes for May 1st, 2018?
Move to approve board meeting minutes from May 1, 2018.
Second, it's been moved and seconded to approve the board meeting minutes for May 1st, 2018. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, and that motion carries as well. So today we have one presentation, and we're absolutely great to have this one because it gets us off our feet and onto a bicycle of some sort or some other kind of vehicle, depending on your choice.
Just 8.
Oh, my God. And so we have I'll ask Romero Chavez, the county manager, to frame it, and we have two people to receive the proclamation.
Thank you, Commissioners. I would like to ask Mr. Duncan Green and Chris Hawkins to come and receive the proclamation. I think they are probably the epiphany of bicyclists here in the county.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Duncan. How you doing? I want to hear a little bit about what you do and how you do it. Yeah, sure. You've been here before, and you gave us great wisdom, and I think we can just get on a bike and ride our bicycles again, huh? So
there you go.
You bet.
So this is Chris Hawkins. I'm Duncan Green. I'm here representing Intercity Transit and the Bicycle Commuter Challenge, and we're the ones that ask the county and the other jurisdictions locally to proclaim May as Bike Commute Month. And May is also National Bike Month. There's activities happening all over the country this month to celebrate and promote bicycling as a means of transportation. And worthy of note, Washington State has again retained its #1 position, awarded by the League of American Bicyclists as the most bike-friendly state in the nation. It's the 9th year in a row that we've been rated #1. That doesn't just come automatically. Washington State and its local jurisdictions have to work hard to earn that by scoring marks in various categories, including engineering, with physical infrastructure and hardware to support cycling, education, programs that ensure the safety, comfort, and convenience of all road users. And Intercity Transit actually provides education programs for kids to learn how to bike and walk safely. Encouragement, which includes incentives and promotions that inspire and enable people to ride, and that would include the Bicycle Commuter Challenge. Enforcement, meaning equitable laws and programs that ensure all road users are held accountable. That'd be something that could be up to the county a little bit to enforce traffic laws. And evaluation processes that demonstrate a commitment to measuring results and planning for the future. So Washington State and all its municipalities have been working really well together over the years to make sure that we are a bike-friendly state. And the Bicycle Commuter Challenge has been encouraging people to try using their bike for some of their transportation needs instead of driving for 31 years now. We have a new theme each year, and this year's theme, as shown on my t-shirt, is "The world looks different when you ride." And it's really true. You can see and appreciate so many different things from the seat of your bike than you do from the seat of your car. Our sponsorship program also benefits the local economy by involving 47 sponsors this year, most of which are local businesses here in Thurston County. and our sponsors help us reward our participants with coupons, free passes, and prizes for getting involved or for going the extra mile. So last year we had 1,600 people sign up for the BCC, and in the month of May alone we collectively logged around 90,000 miles on 14,000 practical trips by bike, reducing CO2 emissions in Thurston County by about 45 tons during the month of May. So it's looking like another great year this year. The weather's been good so far, and we're looking forward to lots of great participation in the BCC this year.
Yeah.
Did you have something to add, Chris?
I would just say that it's wonderful to have this recognition for Bike Month in May. I wanted to give a note of appreciation to the county for its continued support of things like the intercity transit bus passes that you provide to our employees and other employee transportation coordination by people like our fine ETC Linda Lawson, who's a cheering section for people to be using active transportation in our community.
Yes, she does.
So not just biking, but walking, taking the bus. Those are all commute trip reduction efforts that get people being more active, which we like to see at the health department where I work, making sure that people get that 30 minutes a day as an adult or 60 minutes a day as a young person. Choosing active transportation is a great way to build that into your daily routines. So thank you, Thurston County, for continuing the fine support of this effort, and to Intercity Transit and the Bicycle Commuter Challenge for continuing to put on the great contest that it is.
Don't walk away. We have questions for you. So. He's writing them down vigorously. So.
I'm going to be sure I cover that in the BOH this afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Where did I write it? Oh, 1,600 registrants, people that signed up, and over 90,000 miles.
That's true, and that was last year was actually, we had a little bit of a slight dip in participation, so that was not a record year. 2016 was a record year for the BCC, and we had, I think, 1,850 participants, and we rode like something around 120,000 miles.
Do you have any recollection or any hunch why?
You know, the weather plays a huge part.
Weather.
And last year was a rainy spring, and the year before was a really sunny spring. So that, you know, I mean, there's a million different factors, but I'd say probably the weather is about the biggest one.
That is just way cool, and I'm very proud of it. Thank you very much in what we do, and what you do, not me.
Yeah, and again, thank you for bringing this to light in the community as a whole. But I have a curious question, personal for you, and tell us a little something about yourself. How many miles have you ridden over time? And wanted to say something unique about maybe the longest distance or the most unique place you've been to on your bike.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a lot. But so to begin with, I ride my bike to work every day, unless it's icy or snowy, in which case I take the bus. I could probably count on two hands the number of times I've driven to work in the last 5 years.
Oh, wow.
And that's about 10 miles each day for me round trip. This time of year when I'm pedaling from work over here and back and then home, that's more like closer to 20 miles.
Right.
So that's just my sort of day-to-day life, and I basically bike wherever I need to go in the local area.
So it can be done.
Totally can be done. You know, it's convenient for me that I live relatively close to work. I'm on the west side, works on the east side, so I commute through downtown.
So you do come up Lake Ridge?
That's what I was going to ask.
Not on a daily basis.
I
I live northwest, so I go up through the roundabouts and up Sherman. And so I climb some hills. But I'm also a recreational bicyclist. For mostly my interest is in just going for a ride for a picnic, or am more ambitiously touring long-distance tours, and I've ridden my bike all over Europe and North America.
There you go. Yeah.
So
I want one of those Prius bikes. So
well, they're getting cheaper all the time. So
the battery with it.
Yeah.
Chris, how about you? Something unique about you? How many miles or any unique place you've been to on your bike?
Well, already this Bicycle Commuter Challenge month, I have ridden over 100 miles. So in the first 7-8 days of the contest, I'm doing pretty well this month. I usually get about 400 miles in the month of May.
Holy smokes.
So that's definitely fun. It's a lot of calories, and it's keeping me in shape.
So I know that you commute from home to work and vice versa, and I know that you go up the hill many, many times when you have meetings here. So how many miles on a normal basis outside of May do you have?
Well, I don't vary all that much outside of the month of May. I'm pretty much a year-round, everyday bicycle commuter like Duncan, and so it's generally in that average of 300 to 400 miles each month, that works out to about 10 miles a day. So that's about what I do.
Wow.
My commute's a little shorter than Duncan's, but I do have the work trips that I sometimes do by bicycle as well.
Awesome.
I have a question.
Another question?
I have a question of you. What's the longest distance you've ridden on a bicycle?
I have a bicycle.
I get around the county a lot.
Wow. Okay.
No, zero for me so far, sorry.
I don't mean this month, but ever in your life.
Oh, good God. Like hundreds and hundreds, but yeah, that was when I was a kid mostly. So. Is there a proclamation?
Well, I'll get to the proclamation. But I rode 69 miles in, I think it was a 6-hour period.
Oh, my God.
No, when I wore a younger man's clothes, I was 18.
Oh, there you go.
And it was for the Cancer Society, and I was pretty sore and stove up, but boy, it was sure fun at the time. But I haven't ridden that collectively, I think, the last several decades.
Yeah.
Longest maybe 5 or 6 miles.
Something happens after.
Good grief. Life happens. Proclamation?
Yes, please.
Whereas my bicycle sits in the garage needing a proper dusting and chain greasing. Is that
No, that's not on mine.
Oh, okay.
That's a Hutchism.
Whereas bicycle commuting reduces energy consumption, pollution, and congestion, and is one of the most energy-efficient forms of transportation ever invented, and is a mode of transportation well-suited to urban environments where trips are short in length and overly congested roads are difficult and costly to expand. And whereas bicycle commuting makes people healthier and more productive and prevents chronic disease through increased physical activity. And whereas Thurston County supports alternatives to inefficient drive-alone trips by building bicycle facilities and participating in the Wheel Options Commute Trip Reduction Campaign. And whereas Intercity Transit, along with co-sponsors including the Capital Bicycling Club, Washington State Department of Transportation, and Washington State Department of General Administration, along with many local businesses, is hosting the 31st Annual Bicycle Commuter Contest throughout Thurston County during the month of May 2018. Now, therefore, be it resolved, the Board of Thurston County Commissioners do hereby proclaim May 18 as 2018 as Bicycle Commuter Month in Thurston County, and in honor of National Bike Month and Clean Air Month, encourage all citizens to put forth their best effort to reduce single-occupant motor vehicle trips, to reduce air pollution, energy consumption, and traffic congestion. Adopted this 8th day of April, it's not April, 8th day of May 2018, Board of County Commissioners.
Yeah.
I should change that.
You want a photo now? Let's get a photo. This one's yours, Chris. Gary's going to sign it later when he gets back. This was yours, Duncan. We're going to put you two in the middle. And, oh, Laura. Right there in the middle. There you go. I'll be next to the Seahawks. Was that the Mariners? Two. Yay. Thank you, Linda. All right, Chris, my man. Thank you, Linda. You're awesome. Thank you, Duncan.
Also for all your miles you buy, come on, thank you.
Oh, yeah. If they could only do it as much as I run my mouth, that's how. All righty. Super stuff. If that was great, wait till you hear this one. This is absolutely fantastic as far as the community planning and economic development. We have a planner here that's been just absolutely fantastic in her work and her endeavors here for the county. Not county as far as the government, county as far as the boundaries within Thurston County and helping out environmentally. She was in, I forget what city she was in, New Orleans, yep, and received a super award, and I'll let her boss explain that. And that's Allison Osterberg, and we want to just bring her to the podium and her team and those along with Thurston County Regional Planning Commission or TRPC, Mr. Daly and his crew, and just recognize her for all of her efforts. Hi, Allison.
Good
Oh,
afternoon,
you have a
Commissioners.
slideshow. Good.
Hello, Allison.
So I'm here today really just to introduce Michael Burnham and Mark Daly and Vina Tabbitt from Thurston Regional Planning Council, who are going to give a short presentation on the Thurston Climate Adaptation Plan. The county was very honored to be a participant, a partner on this plan, and it was a fantastic effort to be a part of. And it was so fantastic, it's being recognized all across the country. So I will let Mike talk about it in more detail, so come on up.
Well, thank you, Allison. Well, we didn't bike 10 miles here today. We did walk, so we have part to reduce climate change. Today, Mark Daly and Vina Tabbitt from TRPC and I are here to present to you a national award that we received from the American Planning Association's County Planning Division and the National Association of County Planners last month in New Orleans. The National Award of Excellence, which is the organization's highest honor, recognizes our work on the Thurston Climate Adaptation Plan, which TRPC's Policymaker Council adopted in January. For folks at home or in the audience unfamiliar with the plan, we use a science-based assessment to look at climate change risks affecting our region, and then we developed a list of 91 actions to help us prepare for and cope with those climate change impacts. So TRPC managed the project and wrote the plan, but Thurston County was our largest subcontractor on that project. So our advisory committee included folks from the county's public works, emergency management, water resources, and public health departments, including Chris Hawkins and Allison Osterberg. So other folks from the county who played a key role in that were Scott Davis, Mark Maurer, Kevin Hansen, Art Starry, Andrew Kinney, and Jeannie Kinney. So it was a real team effort, and this will make our region more resilient to bigger storms, droughts, floods, wildfires, and other hazards that are exacerbated by climate change impacts. So we're delighted to get some national recognition and share our work. And so without any further delay, we'll present you the award.
Oh, yeah. You want to say something, Mark? Or
Vina?
Yeah.
I want to underscore that really this is your award as our partner in this effort. And the recognition nationally was for this as being a county effort. So we're presenting this award to
That's
you.
Great. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Vina, you can say
Yeah,
something?
say something. Oh, come on. No. We're going to come over here. We're going to get a photo. Come on, Allison. I want Allison to hold it. She's our #1 rock star. Please. Yeah, in the middle, hold it.
It's not attached.
I just felt that. But that's beautiful.
Come here, Allison. All right. Come on in here. There you go. There you go. All right. Thank you.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
There you go.
1 more. 1, 2.
Yay. Thank you so much, Mark. It's good to see you. Yeah. Here, jingle. Thank you, Allison. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Where are you going to sit right over there? We be #1. The Climate Action Plan. That's awesome. Okay.
Can I say something in response to that?
Sure, please do.
When I was new at this, don't leave TRPC. Hang on, Vina. When I was new, and Mike, when I was new at this, and I was assigned TRPC, I'm not even sure what it was. But I'm not kidding you. It's the best council I think that I'm assigned to. I love
really?
it. All the work that's done is important. And boy, everybody's so cracking smart on that council. Not just that. I'm talking about the staff and all the work that goes on behind the scenes that people don't realize or recognize. So thank you very, very much for what you do.
Yeah. I'm going to keep you on that assignment then. Keep you on that assignment.
Oh, keep me on it, yeah. I'm not trying to get off that. No.
Very good.
Now you
All
can
right.
leave.
Thank you, guys. So next on the agenda, we have the #1 item is the opportunity for the public to address the board. And I have before me a sign-in list. And you'll see 3 minutes up here on the right-hand wall here. And when it counts down to 0, that's your time. You'll hear this little microwave sound. But if you're midstream or mid-thought, I'll let you finish up, but I'll ask you politely to kind of start finishing up. And so when you come to the podium, just kind of announce your first and last name and where you're at from the county in general, not specifically, and then we'll take it from there. So the first person I have on the list is Miss Erin Hall. Hello, Erin. How are you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
Good. You have the floor. Go ahead.
Thank you. My name is Erin Hall. I'm the Government Affairs Director at Olympia Master Builders. One of the organizational mandates of Olympia Master Builders is to promote housing affordability throughout the 5 counties that we represent. And one of the fun ways that we get to do that is by partnering with folks like the county and the cities to work with your staff and make sure that when major policy changes occur, we have a chance to kind of make sure that there aren't any unintended consequences to the overall building industry and partner with them to adjust if that is the case. Basically, when it's time for shovel to hit dirt, we want to make sure everything moves as smoothly, quickly, and cost efficiently as possible. And so I'm here today to thank you as a Board of County Commissioners and to thank your staff at the Community Planning and Economic Development Department for some outreach efforts that they did with us throughout the month of April. Specifically, they came to us with some proposed changes to Title 14 Building and Construction Codes. Our membership had a chance to take a look at those. We're thrilled by some of the changes that they were doing, thought they were really well grounded, and very excited to see those come before them. And we're very excited about the changes to the underlying code. So thank you for directing your staff to engage in that kind of community outreach. We really look forward to being a partner with you and seeing this, this county grow and have the housing needs that it has met. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's a great partnership to have, and continue on, huh?
Very nice.
All right.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much. All right. Is there anybody, and this is the only person I had sign in, is there anybody in the audience by show of hands just come to the podium? Seeing nobody, I think that'll conclude the opportunity for the public to address the board.
With that minute and a half of the book. Save it.
Okay, you better not. Okay, I'll turn to the county manager and ask him if there's any county manager updates.
Yeah, excuse me, I have one update for you, Commissioners. And 2 days ago, the county received the certificate of good practice that is issued by the County Road Administration Board. Under RCW 36.78.090, this certificate is in recognition of the fact that Thurston County has submitted to the Department of Transportation and to the County Road Administration Board all reports required by law or regulation of the board, and has reasonably complied with all the provisions of law related to the County Road Administration and with the standards of good practices as formulated under the Washington Administrative Code of the Board of County Road Administration Board. What that entails is really this certification allows to the county to receive the monthly gas tax dollars we receive from the state. So again, congratulations to Public Works, congratulations to our county engineer, Scott Lindblom, and looking forward to another successful year on this matter.
Fantastic. Anything else?
That's all I have for you, Commissioners.
Any questions of him?
I do not.
Nope. Okay. We'll move on to consent items. And we have consent items A through I, Alpha through India. And I'll just ask if there's a motion to approve the consent items A through I.
I move to approve consent items A through I.
Second. It's been moved and seconded as stated. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, and that motion carries. So we'll move right into the department items. And today we have on the list the Sheriff's Office, specifically the Corrections Department. And item number 4, which is the Thurston County Jail Standards. And today we have Mr. Todd Toma. He's the chief of the corrections over here at the jail. And he's going to give us a little bit of background on the jail standards.
And good afternoon, Commissioners. In
Good
case you were
afternoon,
curious, I didn't ride to work this morning,
No.
but I did try to run up the stairs.
Okay, there you go.
Emphasis on try.
A little bit, yeah.
The Sheriff's Office is requesting the Board to approve and adopt a locally developed set of jail standards which we believe meets the compliance requirements of RCW 7048-071. And just to give you a history of this RCW, RCW's 7048-071 standards of operation requires all units of government that own and operate adult correctional facilities to individually or collectively adopt a set of standards for the operation of those facilities. And again, the suspense date was no later than January 1st of 1988. These standards shall be the minimum necessary to meet the federal, state, constitutional requirements relating to health, safety, and welfare of inmates and staff. Local correctional facilities shall operate in accordance with these standards. And again, that's just a summary of the RCW itself. Little history: in December of 1987, in an effort to meet the requirements of this new RCW, the board, through Resolution 8825, adopted a set of standards developed by the Washington Association of Sheriff and Police Chiefs. Through the years, these standards have become archaic and outdated. Recently, the Thurston County Sheriff's Office Corrections Bureau has developed a new set of jail standards which we believe meet the requirements of RCW 7048071 and that are sustainable. These standards have not only been thoroughly developed and reviewed by the Corrections Administration and command staff, but by independent legal counsel for the Sheriff's Office and legal counsel to the board as well.
Do you have thoughts or comments, questions for Mr. Todd?
No, and I think this is excellent work that you're doing, Chief Todd.
Thank you.
Chief Todd.
Chief Todd.
And since you've been, Chief Toma. And since you have been the Chief Deputy, how many years now?
Close to 11.
11, okay. You have brought a great deal, I've seen it from the outside, a great deal of professionalism and standards, high standards to our corrections facility.
I appreciate that.
As well as being a good role model. So thank you very much for what you do.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like to second that. I've seen nothing but outstanding leadership and professionalism from you and your crew, and it just results as far as the decency and care that you give to the inmates for what they're there for and the times that they're there. So thank you so much.
Thank you. You have very good staff. So
Yeah,
it makes
yeah,
my
very,
job
very
easy.
good.
Yeah, you do. And we are moving towards, or you are moving towards accreditation.
We are. That'll be our next step in the process.
Which is a daunting effort and takes considerable amount of time. People don't realize, but it's so important. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Is there a motion?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I move to adopt the Thurston County Jail Standards for the Thurston County Corrections Facility.
Second. It's been moved and seconded as stated. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, and that motion carries.
Thank you very much.
You
Y'all
guys
have a great day.
You did the same.
Thanks,
Good to see
John.
you. So next we have for the department items, item number 5, which is Public Works. We have 5 items there, and the first one we have is Mr. Kerry Hibden from the Parks Operations and Maintenance for an interlocal agreement between the City of Tenino and Thurston County. And Kerry's going to give us a little bit of background on that.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. I'm
Hello,
Kerry
Kerry.
Hibden with Thurston County Public Works Parks. And here today seeking Commissioner support for an interlocal agreement between the City of Tenino and Thurston County. The purpose of this interlocal agreement is to permit the parties to make the most efficient use of their resources by enabling them to cooperate by providing resources when available for activities to support the maintenance, operation, upgrades, improvements, security, safety, accessibility of facilities, appurtenances, and improvements of the county's property within the Tenino City Park. The Yelm-Tenino Trail Corridor is actually a very wide corridor, what people see as a 10-foot wide section of asphalt, but those corridors are typically very wide, up to 400 feet in some instances. I believe in Tenino it's 200. So a portion of the Tenino City Park actually rests on the Yelm-Tenino Trail Corridor. And so some of the improvements that the City of Tenino seeks to do in their park property is actually on county property. So we have an interlocal agreement to help make clear for their ability to do that.
Great. Super. Any questions of Kerry?
No, I'm just excited that we're getting to this point to help the community out in one of our parks in their region as well.
You bet.
Same here.
Very much so. And thank you for your efforts on this. I know you've been committed for quite some time to get this, help them out and to get it done.
You bet.
Is there a motion?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I move to sign the interlocal agreement between the City of Tenino and Thurston County in support of cooperative provision of available resources for maintenance of county property within the Tenino City Park.
Second. It's been moved and seconded as stated. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, and that motion carries. Carried.
Thank you, Carrie.
So next we have on the agenda is a resolution and call for seal bids for fish passage enhancement. And we've had Mr. Steve Johnson before, and he's back here again. I think you have 3 of these. Is that
I
true?
do, 3 in a row, yes. They're all very similar as well. I'll start off with the first one in full.
Sure.
In 2017 and 18, Thurston County Public Works budget includes a $4 million allocation from yourselves from the second 1/4% real estate excise tax, REIT 2, to fund specifically removal of fish passage barriers under county roads. Public Works reviewed our inventory of culverts, and we prioritized barrier removals for consideration. The prioritization process considered stream corridor, the barrier type, whether it was an actual barrier or a partial barrier, presence of anadromous salmon, available habitat, constructability, as well as cost. The outcome of this process has identified 5 high-priority anadromous salmon barrier removal projects. Each site is recognized as a high-value fish enhancement project by federal, state, and local agencies. The Squaxin Island, Chehalis, and Nisqually Indian tribes have also provided very valuable input to this process. And also, now that I'm standing here, I've forgotten once again. The Quinault tribe we made contact with as well. There's a very small overlap for Quinault. Public Works will be replacing 2 culverts with larger culverts and 3 culverts with prefabricated bridges. When complete, removing these 5 barriers will restore access to over 7 miles of habitat that has been blocked for decades. The selection and design implementation and standards established by the recent lawsuit between Washington State tribes and Washita, the culvert case. In other words, these processes meet the intent of that culvert case. Now, specifically for this item 5B, 5 barrier removals were selected for the construction, which included the Wattle Creek Road at Pants Creek Culvert and the 26th Avenue Northeast Culvert east of Slater Kinney Road. These are both complete fish passage barriers. This project will include replacing the existing culvert at each location, installing a 16-foot aluminum box culvert at the Wattle Creek Road site, and a 12-foot arch pipe at the 26th Avenue Northeast location. Both sites will require minor stream reconstruction. The culvert structures have already been ordered. They're in the process of being manufactured right now. This contract will be advertised in the Olympian and in the Seattle Daily Journal of Commerce newspapers and posted on Builders Exchange website. The estimated total construction cost for both culverts is approximately $550,000 and will be paid from the REIT funds allocated for Fish Passage Enhancement Program 2018. This project is in the current 2018 Public Works budget, Transportation Improvement Plan, and is consistent with the county's strategic plan, meeting the external goal of environment and sustainable resources, preserving and enhancing our physical environment and natural resources. Do you have any questions on this?
Any question about the fish passage?
Not a question, but I'm impressed that it's 7 miles that have been blocked for decades.
Correct.
So I think that's exceptionally impressive. And I hope people at home are kind of picturing 7 miles. How far is that? You know, it's pretty impressive. And I'll let people put it in their own dimension, use their own similes and such. But I'm exceptionally proud of doing this this work and getting 5 culverts taken care of.
Yes.
Thank you.
No questions here. So is there a motion?
Yes. Move to approve a resolution calling for sealed bids and authorize the county engineer to set the bid date and time for receipt and opening of said bids for the construction of the Fish Passage Enhancement Wattle Creek Road at Pants Creek Project, CRP number 63004, and 26th Avenue Northeast Culvert Project, CRP number 63005.
Second. It's been moved and seconded as stated. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, and your motion carries there. So now we're on to 5C.
5C, and I'm, again, same process, same evaluation, same budget item, same program. This one is particular to the Troy Drive at O'Connor Creek Culvert and the Flumerfelt Road at O'Connor Creek Culvert. Both, again, are partial fish passage barriers. In both cases, there's a velocity barrier. Water will flow through those pipes too fast for fish to be able to get through. And at the Troy Drive, there's a vertical drop at the outlet of the pipes, which make it very difficult for small fish to get up. This project will include replacing the existing culverts at each location, installing a 55-foot bridge on the Troy Drive location and a 35-foot bridge at the Flumerfelt Road location. Both sites will also require minor stream reconstruction. These prefabricated bridges also have already been ordered and are in the process of being manufactured. These contracts will also be advertised in the Olympian and the Seattle Daily Journal of Commerce newspapers and posted on Builders Exchange website. The estimated total construction cost for both bridge locations is $1.375 million, $1,375,000, and will be paid through the REIT funds allocated for this project. Do you have any questions on these locations?
I don't.
I do, yeah, sure. Well, not a question, but just maybe a comment question. For any of these, the fish passages, is there a link or somebody can see, say, even a chronological, how this has all kind of happened to how people can view it?
Absolutely, yes. We have these projects posted on our Public Works website. There's an information page on there, and that also links to contact information. We will be sending out postcards to immediately affected neighborhoods in the very near future, and we'll be posting construction information as we reach construction.
Yeah, thank you very much. Is there a
All
motion?
right, thank you, Steve. I move to approve the resolution calling for sealed bids and authorize the county engineer to set the bid date and time for receipt and opening of said bids for the construction of the Fish Passage Enhancement, Troy Drive at O'Connor Creek, project number, the CRP number 63002, and Flumerfelt Road at O'Connor Creek, project CRP number 63003.
Second. It's been moved and seconded as stated. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, and that motion carries.
Thank you very much.
So now I think we'll go on to 5D.
5D.
There you go.
Again, same program, same background. 5 burial removals were selected for 2018, and this one is the Hunter Point Road culvert, which is a current complete fish passage barrier. This particular location ranked the highest priority for several of the tribal members that we spoke with, as well as South Puget Sound Salmon Enhancement Group and Department of Fish and Wildlife contacts that we spoke with. This project will include replacing the existing culvert with an 80-foot bridge spanning the reconstructed stream channel. The prefabricated bridge also has been ordered and is in the process of being manufactured. This contract will be advertised in the Olympian and the Seattle Daily Journal of Commerce newspapers and posted on BXWA. The estimated total construction cost for this location is $850,000 and will be paid from the REIT funds allocated for fish passage enhancement. I also want to mention that we applied for and received a design grant that was administered through RCO for $65,000. They helped fund the design on this site, which we greatly appreciated.
You bet. RCO is?
I'm sorry, it's the Recreation Conservation Office, I believe.
Right, for the
I think
state.
that was through the Surfboard grant program.
Right, but it's a state entity, correct?
It is, correct, yes.
No question.
Okay, is there a motion?
I move to approve the resolution calling for sealed bids and authorize the county engineer to set the bid date and time for receipt of opening of said bids for the construction of the Fish Passage Enhancement, Hunter Point Road project, CRP number 63001.
Second. It's been moved and seconded as stated. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, and your motion carries.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Steve. It's good to see you again. So next we have from Public Works, contract award for 2018 chip seal project, and we have Vasily Barota. And this is item 5E, and it's an award for, I'll let you tell about it. Go ahead.
Public Works is requesting permission from the board to award a contract for the 2018 chip seal project.
Oh, I see.
On April 19th, 2018, 2 bids were received and opened for the 2018 chip seal project, CRP 98018. The low bid was received from Doolittle Construction of Bellevue, Washington, in the amount of $1,991,393.40. The cost for this project will be paid from the county road fund. And are there any questions?
Any questions?
I do not.
No? Okay, Vasily.
I have one clarification. Sure. I believe there is a federal grant.
The federal grant is for the resurfacing project that will be
Okay.
next week.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'll be
Thank
back
you.
next week.
One step ahead of you.
Yeah.
He's
Thank
one
you.
there.
Right?
Crazy engineers, huh?
Yep, crazy. Yeah.
Okay, what's next? Go ahead.
I move to award the contract for the 2018 chip seal project, CRP number 98018, to Doolittle Construction Incorporated of Bellevue, Washington, in the amount of $1,991,393.40, and authorize the Director of Public Works to execute the contract and any change orders for this project due to unforeseen conditions only, not for changes in scope, up to 10% of the contract, $199,139.34, or an aggregate amount of $2,190,532.74.
Second. It's been moved and seconded and stated. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, and that motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vasily.
Thank you.
So next on the agenda, we have number 6, which is central services. We have Martin Casey, who's the director of central services, to give us a bit of background on request for qualifications.
Yes. Thank you, Commissioners. I'm Martin Casey, Central Services Director, and we're here today to seek your approval to advertise a request for qualifications to select architectural and engineering consultants to provide design and engineering services for our building renewal and repair projects. As you know, each year we perform a number of facilities renewal projects in order to ensure continued safe and reliable use of county facilities. Some of these can get quite large in scope and budget, such as replacing a major building system, such as HVAC systems or things like that are at the end of their useful life. However, many are more modest, ranging from as little as $10,000 to about $125,000 in costs. Examples might be renewal of electrical or plumbing systems, addressing barriers to accessibility or security vulnerabilities, or helping our tenants improve their operations through small space remodels. And even these smaller projects can require architectural and design services in order to make sure that we're meeting code and permitting requirements. We do not have architects on staff, so we've always contracted for these services. And several years ago, Central Services maintained contracts for these professional services pursuant to RCW 3980, but they lapsed about 5 years ago. So in recent years, we've been doing RFQs as part of every project, large or small, and that's taken a significant amount of time and administrative effort to run a design RFQ for these smaller projects as well as the larger ones. To facilitate these going forward, what we've done is prepared an RFQ to select qualified consultants in a variety of building design disciplines as provided for under RCW 3980. We can reduce the administrative costs per projects this way, and as with our other projects, the consultant fees are paid for from our building reserves or the other funds identified for construction budgets. Happy to answer any other questions.
Any questions?
I do not have any questions.
All right, is there a motion?
I move to authorize the Central Services Director to advertise a request for qualifications to select consultants to provide design and engineering services for building renewal and repair projects, and further authorize the Central Services Director to negotiate and execute the contracts.
Second. It's been moved and seconded as stated. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, and so your motion carries.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Martin. It's good to see you. Next, then, for department items, we have the Community Planning and Economic Development section or department. And so with that, I ask Mr. Craig Chilton to come forward, and he has a proposal for a public hearing that surrounds Title 26.
Thank you, Chairman Blake.
Yep.
Good afternoon, Commissioner Hutchings.
Good afternoon.
Craig Chilton. I am the Compliance Unit Supervisor for the Community Planning and Economic Development Department. And I am here to ask you to set a public hearing for Tuesday, June 5th, 2018 on the matter of amending Title 26. These are text amendments. Just a little background. Approved in February 2016, Title 26 was established to support 11 different titles by consolidating the various sections that dealt with enforcement. This created a simple and easy to find reference, improving accessibility for both the public and county staff. And since that time, we've had an opportunity to kind of see how that works. The current proposed text amendments address either redundancies or inconsistencies, use of language found in the sections describing required actions or consequences, In addition, the text we've added some text to communicate transparency and add some other processes that should allow us to improve our transparency and also working with the public to achieve compliance with the various codes.
Mm-hmm.
So, Bill, if you have any questions, otherwise.
No.
I do have a comment. I'm absolutely delighted to see where we're at in this process. For me, it's been 4 years of getting it to a balanced piece of legislation as far as serving the public and being able to do the things we do as a county. And I think it's absolutely marvelous work that the community planning and economic development department has done. So thank you very much. And
thank you.
Thanks to Josh. All right, is there a motion?
I move to set a public hearing for June 5, 2018 at 5:30 p.m. at the Thurston County Courthouse Building 1 in room 280 to receive public comments on the proposed Title 26 text amendments.
Second. It's been moved and seconded as stated. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, and your motion carries. Once again, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
You bet.
Thanks, Greg.
And then number 8 item is Commissioners and County Managers items, and we have a call for sealed bids for the county newspaper for 2018-2019. And I'll turn to the County Manager, Ramiro Chavez, to do an introduction of it.
Thank you, Commissioners. Washington State Law under RCW 36.72075 requires that counties annually select an official county newspaper where all official county legal notices must be published. Currently, the Olympian is the one who serves as the official county newspaper. That particular contract is going to be expiring on June 30th, 2018. And the proposal before you is to allow us to call for seal bids to secure or receive proposals for the county's legal newspaper for the period of July 1st, 2018 through June 30th, 2019. If you have any questions.
No questions?
No questions or comments, no.
So far, we'll wait till June 30th. We'll have lots of questions. Is there a motion?
I move to approve a call for sealed bids for the official county newspaper for the period of July 1, 2018 through June 30, 2019, and set Wednesday, June 7th, 2018 at 9 a.m. for the opening of the bids.
Second. It's been moved and seconded as stated. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, and that motion carries. Thank you so much for that. So now we're at the point where 8B is where commissioners can report out on some of the work sessions or assigned committees or just what they might have seen in the public or heard in the public, and just turn it over to my seatmate to see if he has anything to say.
Just very briefly, I attended the Thurston Mason BHO open house last week, which was well attended, and I participated in the canvassing board certification of the Tumwater Fireworks ballot measure. And I'd never done that before, the certification of the canvassing board. And that was very interesting. Very interesting. It's doggone important. Last Saturday, I attended the Roof Community Services annual fundraiser, Roof being the Rochester Organization of Families, and Rochester being one of our poorest communities in the county. It's an exceedingly valuable event, and it was a lot of fun as well. And I thank you for county staff and friends and family that attended along with all of us there. And tonight I'll be attending the Tenino City Council meeting to report back on what we just voted on in this meeting regarding the Tenino Park and County Park improvement down there.
Yeah, sure. There's a couple of items I've been out on the town as far as duties there. As far as I went to the roof fundraising auction along with the Commissioner Hutchins and Commissioner Edwards and a whole host of other people from the county, county staff. Attended the BHO open house as well. Another particular event we were able to go to is that we've started a newfound relationship with the Squaxin tribe, and we had lunch with them. And this has been our second time this year, and we have a mutual agreement to host here in Mason County. So we go back and forth with that, and it's been a wonderful conversation on some of the issues surrounding the two Well, the whole region, in particular, the 2 counties. And then we always love going to the new orientation when we have new employees coming to Thurston County. It's a very good place to work. As you can see here, it's a magnificent staff. Many of them here 20 and 30 years, and they put their life and lifestyle behind every bit of what they do, and we just really appreciate those coming on board. So that's all I have for right now, and I'll just turn it over to the county manager to see if he has anything.
Thank you, Commissioners. Let me walk you through your combined schedule for this week. The appointments that are going to be mentioned on my report includes at least 2 commissioners will be present. You may have individual appointments on your individual calendars, and those will not be part of my report. As a reminder, this week is the Public Service Recognition Week, and as a result, you have participated in a few events celebrating county employees by you serving ice cream. And the first event was held here and building number 1, room 152, in honor to the county employees here at the courthouse campus. Today, at 1 in the afternoon, you participated in the Family Justice Center, celebrating some county employees who work on that facility, and you also served some ice cream. I appreciate Commissioner Blake's recruitment approach to the ice cream effort, and I believe the staff is appreciative of you making this effort. Starting today, May 8th at 3:30 in the afternoon, you have your regular Board of Health meeting. Moving on to Wednesday, May 9th, at noon, you have the appointment directors lunch meeting, where you have the opportunity to have an open forum conversation with your appointed directors. Thursday, May 10th, 9 in the morning, you have a Superior Court update with Judge Schaller will come here and give you a perspective from Superior Court. 10 in the morning, you have a budget follow-up where the Assistant County Manager, Robin Campbell, will walk you through some of the budget model that she has developed and give you some opportunity to provide some feedback on that. And at 3 in the afternoon, you will go to the Tilly campus, Public Works and Emergency Services, to celebrate the employees located at those locations where you'll be serving ice cream as well. And moving on to Friday, May 11th, you will go into the Public Health and Social Services building located in
421.
Across the hospital.
Right, from Lily Road.
Yeah, Lily Road. And that will be at 3 in the afternoon. And will you be have the opportunity to celebrate Public Health and Social Services employees. Moving on to Monday, May 14, at 2 in the afternoon, you have a briefing related to the Board of Health, and that is related to the Group B water system requirements.
Good.
And then we'll come back here on Tuesday, May 15. We'll be reviewing the agenda for May 15 as well as for May 22nd. That's all I have for you today.
Fantastic. Any questions of the county manager?
No, thank you very much.
No, thank you so much. With that, is there a motion to adjourn?
Yes, I move to adjourn the Board of County Commissioners meeting of May 8th, 2018.
Second, it's been moved to adjourn. We are adjourned.